Okay, so at this stage you should have set up your two documents, and you can see here that I have saved mine with the name poster and the name original images that it is typed into the tabs up the top. So what we're going to focus on for this bit is the original images. And we need to think about the types of pictures or the types of graphics which are suitable for this target group. So what I have prepared earlier is just a quick Google search for posters for primary school. If I do an image-based search for that, if we have a quick skim through this, you can see there's a pretty common theme in the fact that they're really colourful. And a lot of the times, these posters which have been designed by graphic designers for young children, they're not normally involving a lot of photo-based images. They're normally more hand-drawn, illustrated, comic style, that sort of thing. So that's what you're going to be asked to follow through in your overall theme. So we have to design this for the audience, and the audience will be 10-year-old primary school students, okay? Now, in order to start thinking about the types of images we're going to look for, because we don't want to just copy one of these posters because it's not about a digital footprint, they're about other things here. So if I click on this tab and I've done a search for digital footprint, which comes up with a whole bunch of text-based info. So if I click on the images tab, that will take me to a variety of different pictures which are related to the concept of digital and footprint. So you can see through there's lots of images of feet, there's lots of kind of code, binary code, circuit design, things like that. Some of these could be suitable for that primary school poster in that they're colourful and hand-drawn and illustrated. But what we can do as well is we can go up into our search term and we could pick something like this, digital footprint comic. And that will give us a few other options of hand-drawn style images. So for example, we could click on the digital footprint one here. We might like this as being part of our heading potentially. And we click on that. Now, if we like that style, we can right-click, we can copy it. Okay, so if I copy image, and then I could go back into my Photoshop document and I could paste that image in. Okay, now I've got it there. I'll use my move tool, which I've already got selected. I'll drag that up there. And we can worry about selecting things and resizing and do all that sort of stuff later on if we find we're running out of space. Now I'm going to go back into my search. And if I like that style, anytime I select an image, I can also scroll down and I can see other styles of images which are related to that. So this one, it seems the heading is the thing which is really closely related. We could change our search term here and let's call it illustration. We've got that there coming up in our prediction. Okay, so as we go through here, then we may find again another image that we really like the look of. It might be, what have we got here? Maybe it's this one. There's a character standing on top of a keyboard looking at footprint or like prints with a magnifying glass. Now, again, we may like that one, so I'm going to right-click and copy that. And I'm going to paste that in again. You can see that's much smaller. But then looking down here, I might again find something that I really like the look of. So it could be this nice little graphic here, not particularly colourful. I don't mind that, but it might not be right for my poster. Whereas this one, this is nice and colourful. So I'm going to click on that one and right-click and copy that again. And so at this stage of the task, what you're essentially doing is finding a whole bunch of images that you think could be useful for your poster. The other thing you'll notice is that when you paste it into here, if they are really small, remembering that the resolution on this document is the same as the resolution on this one, that if you've got quite a small image, as soon as you try and make it bigger, we're starting to run the risk of there being pixelation and fuzziness and it not looking very good. So large images are better than small images. So see if you can find lots of those. Looking through, I think that's going to be the main part covered for this video. So you need to spend a bit of time, it might even be the bulk of the remainder of today's lesson, finding images doing the searches, and really being careful about what your source pictures are going to be. You may also want to be looking for potentially suitable background images. And if you do that, you would normally want those to be quite plain, not too complicated, because as soon as you make them really complicated, especially if there's lots of light and dark areas, it can be really hard to pick a text color that's going to be on top of it that you'll be able to read. But there is a bit of a solution in one of the last videos that will be added to this page later on that will help you to overcome that a little bit. But it does require more technical skill. Okay, so now it's time to go search for some images. Good luck.